Welcome to Life with Strings Attached. I'm your host, Jamie Gale. For this week's special biography edition of Life with Strings Attached, we're on location in the Bavarian town of Illertissen to meet Rainer Tausch, guitar maker, musician, and founder of Tausch Guitars. Rainer's journey began with a homemade guitar at the age of 13, inspired by the music of Hendrix, AC/DC, and Deep Purple. Over the decades, he's carved his own path through craftsmanship and the blending of tradition with bold design choices, like his signature use of pearwood and his flamenco-inspired 6/65 scale length. We talked about his roots, the vibrant community of world-class luthiers in his region, and the power of staying true to your own creative voice. Whether you're a builder, a player, or a fan of the craft, you won't want to miss this one. It was an honor to share this time with Rainer Tausch. I hope that you enjoy it as much as I did. Your name, is it actually Rainer Tausch? Are you someone else?
Okay, I am Rainer Tausch, and say welcome to Jamie and his family here at my workshop in Illertissen, which is also the place where I come from. I was born in Illertissen. I was raised here in a small village around here, and I feel very connected to this area because my friends live here and build a house here at least. So yeah, and as you can see, this is my workshop, and yeah, now I'm really excited about the questions that you, Jamie, will ask me.
Well, really, I want to know just about your life so far. So you were born here in Illertissen. What year were you born? When was this?
I'm a really 68er, so a boomer generation, as we say now. So so I'm 56 now at the moment. I had the reason. Maybe you want to know why are we here in a Luthier workshop? So it has to do with my love to music. The family where I come from was not really connected to music, so I had to figure out my approach to music for myself. So in the early 80s, we did it by the radio. So listen to the hot shit that came. They sent through the station. It was AFN here was stationed in Bavaria, and I didn't mention we are in the western part of Bavaria, southern Germany, and influenced by American culture too, which was which you could hear in the what they sent in the station. So I had a few beloved radio stations, and they sent just early 80s. It was AC/DC and the old stuff, the Beatles, the Beach Boys, and the new stuff, the more punk thing. So and I grow into this scenery. So in my head, that all came together. So I love music. I want to do something I want to have to do something with music. So, and then I decided to get more into the guitar thing because I loved all those guitarists like Angus from AC/DC and Deep Purple, and you name it. And then, but I was too shy to ask my parents to buy me a guitar or to give lessons or something like that. And then I decided to build my first instrument by my own. I was at the age of 13, I guess. So, and I managed it. So I got some tones out of it. They were not right, but it worked somehow. So you could you could play that Deep Purple thing, Smoke on the Water, with it. And for the first, I was okay with that. And soon later, a month or two later, I built my second guitar, and then a third one. And then my mother said, "Hey, I see what you're doing, so I think we're gonna have a guitar for you."
Yes.
So then I got my first real guitar. And so I started as a luthier, if you want to.
Yeah.
So
you started with making guitars.
I started with making guitars. That was the first thing, yes. But at the age of 13 or 14, something around this, in the early 80s.
Yeah.
You could hear a lot of noise out of the basements around everywhere were bands. So it was quite different to what it's now. So, yeah. And I wanted to be part of that.
Yeah. Great.
So that's how it started. And with my first guitar, I swapped. It was a kind of Les Paul with a bolt-on neck, a cheap one.
Yeah.
And it was the time when I first heard about Jimi Hendrix and his music, which touched me very much. I was a huge fan. I'm still a huge fan of Jimi. And so I needed something like a Stratocaster. Yeah. It was not a real one, but something that looked like, I guess it was Johnny Guitar, something, few $100. And I swapped my Les Paul against the Strat. And then, I started to practice. Just for me, never got lessons. Yeah, just the records and kneel up, back, kneel down. What did he? And that was the way I learned to play the guitar. So, yeah, and then the first bands came, and through the years, it took, I would say, 2-3 years, and then we were a well-known band here in this area, and played a lot of gigs, own songs and cover songs mixed. So and from that point on, I thought, okay, let's try something as a guitar player in this scene. Let's see how it turns out. And we made some records too, and we sent it to Amy. It was in the second half of the 80s. They answered us and told us, okay, your music is good, but it does not fit into our portfolio, so blah blah blah. So, I mean, record companies don't have any clue about music, they know something about business. So they rejected us. So, and for us, it meant, okay, now we are at the point, do we try again, or just want to get professional musicians, or do we just do it as a hobby? And decided the second one, which was a good decision for us, because maybe we have been not that talented to make it, or maybe we were, but who knows. But we are still together as a band after 41 years now.
Wow.
when we found it, and still play music and still friends. So it was a good decision. So my approach then to the music was another. I decided at some point to find my way to the guitar and to the music during making guitars. So That was a few years later, after some apprenticeship as with a violin maker and kind of graphic school. Um, I worked as a cabinet maker too. So I was in my, then it took quite a few years. At the age of 27, I started the business. It was in 1995. I started with Tausch Guitars. And yeah, made my first experience. I made a lot of experiments with woods because I worked a lot with pearwood and maple and all this good stuff that we have here in Europe, especially in Germany, Bavaria. And I loved all these woods, especially the pearwood. And my first guitars actually were made out of pearwood, and because I heard the sound of that wood before. It was in Uli's workshop because he already made experiments with pearwood too, and I love the sound of this tone wood. And for me, it was clear that pearwood would play a huge role in my guitar making. So, yeah, 1995 to 1997, the first 2 years, I played around with designs and checked out this, that, different kinds of wood, also cherry wood, all of course the mahogany stuff too, and all these common woods used like alder and swamp ash. I used them too, but always had one thing in mind. When I create my own guitar, it should be something out of maple or pearwood. So in the end, the first 665s, I came up with a 665 model, which was my really first model in 97. So the first prototypes were 97, and I brought it to Frankfurt Music Fair, I guess 98. So, and they were made from maple. So, and I liked it because we played one with the band, not only flat tuning, it was double flat. So it was quite okay. But people said, who played it in a normal tuning, said it's a little bit, the highs are bleeding in the ears a little bit. So then I decided to make the bodies out of pearwood, which suits perfect to that kind of guitar with the longer scale. And yeah, so this was my first guitar, and then during the years I added a lot of a huge amount of different guitar styles to this first model, which ended up in a huge catalog, something around 2010, with I think 10 to 15 various models, and also classic things, Strats and Telecasters, and I can do the message was I can do everything.
Yeah.
So this was how I went to the marketplace. Look here, I can do everything, and I could. The guitars were very good, but the market did not understand my message. So I understood then I have to focus more on the real thing. What is the real Tausch guitar? So I came back to my first first thing, which was the 665, and pushed out everything from my portfolio. I just in 2012, I came with only the 665 to Frankfurt, and only in black and in white, and in black with white stripes and white with black stripes. But there were only 665, and for me that was a great moment and a statement, which was honored by the audience. They said, "Oh, there is something happening with Tausch Guitars. This guy now concentrates on one thing," and that helped a lot with the business. So, and I do not regret not making Strats and Telecasters anymore, because there are so many out there. They do it well and good, and can't do it better. So I found out, just as a musician, you can compare that making music, you make your own song, is different than to make cover music. So as a musician, I decided to make my own songs, no matter if somebody wants to hear it or not, or if it's not the thing. It's about, am I creative as a musician, or as a luthier too? So I have to bring my own models, and that's what I've learned through this decade of making anything. That it's better, especially for me. I'm just talking about me. Yeah. It's the better way for me to be creative, to make my own songs and my own guitars. Yeah, the songs are not so totally off the wall, and as the guitars are too. It's based on the classic, let's say, outlines, the classic approach, but there are many different things hidden in my guitars sometimes. It's good to take a closer look at, and I'm quite happy at the moment how it turned out. So now in the 2020s, I added 2 models to the 665 to my portfolio. One is the Montreux, which is just a bigger version for more the, let's say, jazzy approach. I offer them with a kind of big speed tremolo, and so it's a funny story, but I tell it later maybe. And the next model was the Lagrange, which is since 2 years now in my portfolio, which is more the Les Paul approach. What they have in common is a certain tele-ish outline, a single cut outline, and the headstock. It's always a 6 in line Vienna style headstock. So when you look at my portfolio now, you can identify a Tausch guitar everywhere. Yeah. So that's the short story about Tausch guitars from the early 80s to the almost mid 2020s.
Cedar Creek Custom Case Shop is your premier fretted instrument custom case maker, and we invite you to create a musical instrument case unlike any other, one that's unique to you. Every Cedar Creek custom case is hand-built by highly skilled craftspeople using only select woods, Providence Forge hardware, and premium instrument-friendly materials. At Cedar Creek Custom Case Shop, we are dedicated to helping you design the case of your dreams. Find out more at cedarcreekcases.com. As a guitar builder and a player, you have a sense for when something's working right. That's why so many of the world's best trust D'Addario. Unmatched tone, perfect intonation, and strings made to the tightest tolerances in the industry. That reputation is no accident. It's the result of 400 years of being obsessed with quality and innovation. D'Addario. When you know, you know. Are you serious about the business of guitar? Then you need to join us on Patreon. We're building a future where guitar makers are able to live prosperous lives making instruments that inspire the musical experience, which helps to create a more beautiful world. Where others who are passionate about the guitar can thrive, those who help in the promotion and resale, trade shows, writing of books and articles are supported as a valuable part of the community. A community where we explore with curiosity and encourage those around us in their endeavors. With a community effort, we can accomplish far more than we can individually. So let's be serious about your guitar business and join us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Jamie Gale Music. We are better together, so let's do this together. I love where we've been, and I'm excited about where we're going. This space is normally reserved for brands who make stories like this possible, like the Dario and the Cedar Creek Custom Case Shop. If your company belongs in this conversation, let's talk. We partner with brands who value craft, culture, and the quiet power of a well-placed idea.
40 years of Tausch.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then some. Yeah. So when talking about your history, I think there's something interesting that happened here in this area. We traveled the world a lot, meeting with guitar makers, and there are some small concentrations of remarkable people. And you're in one of these small concentrations, and not very far away. I mean, in Germany, there's many great guitar makers, but right here, within a few kilometers, there's a number of world-class people that you came up with at the same time, from Reinhold Bogner to Harry Heusel and Uli Teufel. I mean, you guys are all. It seems a bit strange that you're all right here, doesn't it? Like, is there something somehow connected that made this happen, or you think is it total coincidence?
It's a good question. Sure, we are connected.
Yeah.
To some, like Uli, I would call Uli a friend.
Yes.
So, and Uli had a big influence on that Tausch Guitars thing too, because I came to Uli's shop in the early 90s. I wanted to make him a guitar for me.
Yeah.
I was known at this time as the Jimi Hendrix from this Iller Valley,
Yes.
which is funny, and I accept it now. It's okay. It helps. And Uli said, yes, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I told him to make me a Strat. And so, and I give you all the freedom you need. I don't give you like a corset to do it like this and that. I just said to him, make me a Strat. I want it to look like a thing you just pulled out of the swamp. I want it like that, rough and dirty. And Uli said, okay, I try. So, and Uli made me this guitar. And so this was by the way, he helped me also with my job at this time. He brought me to the cabinet maker. He's a friend of him.
Okay.
He was looking for employees.
Oh.
And so Uli asked me, won't you come to Holzschwang? It's the place where he lived.
Yes.
To work there at my friend's cabinet makery. And I said, oh, okay, why not? It's good to leave the place where you made your apprenticeship and just go to another.
Yeah.
So and I was working 5 or 6 years. 6 years, I guess, in Holzschwang, only 3 houses away from Uli's shop. In the house where Uli has his shop now. So I was working there.
That was the cabinet maker shop.
That was the shop.
Where Teufel guitars are now made.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But he brought you there.
Yeah.
For all these years.
Uli introduced me to this guy, and finally he took me then I was worked for him then.
This is
And-
new information for me because I thought Uli met you in the cabinet shop because he was coming to look at the building.
No,
or
no,
something.
Uli,
You knew each other already.
no, Uli brought me
To the
there.
cabinet shop. I
Yeah,
had no idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
we were talking in his shop, and I was not so happy with the situation
Yes.
where I've been, and Uli said, "Oh, maybe I can help." I asked my friend; he's looking for somebody. So and it was good. It was quite cool working there, and there I had the approach to the right woods, you know, the pearwood thing, and
Okay. Yes.
this all happened there
in the cabinet making shop.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There was no chance in the shop where I was before because we only had those. It was
The violin woods.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. The violin
Not
thing
that
was in
apprenticeship?
Augsburg.
Somewhere?
That's
Okay.
different. No,
Yeah.
let's stop
That's
it.
okay. No worries.
Yeah,
But the point is that you were playing. You were known as sort of the local Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah,
to
guitar
people,
hero. Yes.
and you would ask Uli to make you a guitar, and you were making some cabinet making there.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that you had already made a number of guitars before this moment. So how did you come back to making your own guitars? Because why? Because you didn't.
Yeah, that happened.
You asked Uli instead of making one yourself.
I met Uli very often in these days.
Yeah.
Because in the evening when I was finished with my work, I often came by to Uli's shop just to rob him another hour.
Just to talk guitar stuff.
Just talking.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I decided to make a guitar for me again. And it took so long. When you imagine you come to the shop at 7:30 in the morning, you have to work. We worked hard. You end at 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. So you're so exhausted. There is no more power to do anything, woodworking extra. It was so hard, and it took 3 or 4 months just for the body. And then I was struggling with that situation more and more, and my girlfriend then, which is now my wife, Heidrun, she recognized that, and I told her I think I would like to go for having my own business, and she said, "Yeah, right, go for it, do it." And I said, "Wow, that's cool." She
Will you
said,
ask me?
"Yeah,
Yes.
that role cannot be underrated."
Yeah.
Because I thought my wife, she wants to be insecure with
Yes,
everything.
yes.
Yeah, the guy goes to work, he earns money and everything. And if you start business with guitars, you never know how it could work, but you have to check out. So I was quite happy with that answer from Heidrun. So then few days later, I had my business running.
Amazing.
As I was trading guitars, not as a luthier or guitar maker, because back in that time it was a little bit difficult, because the schools like Mittenwald and they had their own what's it called?
Guild system.
Yes, that's the guild system.
And you could not just make guitars like you can in America. You had to have
that changed during the years with in the European Union.
Yeah.
So now I'm allowed to do it, but I'm still running this business as I trade my own guitars now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. I didn't know that little bit about Heidi, but I can tell you that every time I visit you, and I stand by your table near your kitchen, I always have the memory of you showing me a picture of Heidi, because she wasn't home when I first visited you, and you said, "Yes, this is Heidi, and she's my pearl." You spoke very like she is precious and she is my pearl. And that moment where you have a partner like that, when you're still dating, you're not married yet, and she says, "Yeah, leave the stability of your job and make a business for yourself, and yeah, you should do that."
Yeah.
That's precious. That is.
She wanted me in a happy version.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. And there are, I think, many people in our work, in our community, the guitar community, who have a very good relationship and a partner who's close by. You know, a different life. They're not guitar makers, you know, but they're supportive of it. And I think it needs it for the type of business and the type of work that you have. And so, yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a part of the origin story. So what year was that?
It was in 1995 then.
Okay, and that's when you make the 665.
No, it's 665 was 2 years later.
2 years later.
Yeah, it took 2 years to play around with and make experiments.
Okay, so
and then I came up with the 665 because I felt there is a need to do something serious now.
Yeah.
Not just fooling around and because at least you have to earn money.
Yes.
And you have to bring something. And the 665 was for me, when I looked at the market at that time, it was let's say the end of the era of the super strats, the strats without pickguards and nice tops and those Valley Arts and
Floyd Rose
and the beginning of the renaissance of the Les Pauls. And there was no Telecaster on the scene at this time, except the Hilly Billy guys. And Springsteen and the Stones. Okay,
sure, still,
but Telecaster had not the stand like it has now. So I felt free to do something with this, the
foundation of this,
the icon of the electric guitar. And I looked at the talents of the Telecaster, which was obvious, the twangy sound and its cool approach, its non picky. What? Give me the right term.
It's not fancy. It's a hard-working guitar.
Yeah, the working guitar thing. And that's something I like very much. So, and then I thought, how can I push the talents? What can I do to push the talents of a Telecaster? To make it even more twangy. And this is together with the fact that we played in the double flat tune in these days, that led to the decision to give her this 665 scale, which is 26.18 inch. It's a little bit longer.
Or 665 millimeters.
Yes.
665.
665. Yeah. Which the funniest thing is that Bill Bartolini told me a few years later in Frankfurt that he was making flamenco guitars before he made pickups in the same scale, the 665. I reinvented the flamenco scale without knowing.
Without knowing it? You didn't know?
I did not know. No, it was a matter of, it was coincidence.
Was there some math that you made an equation, or
No. It was just
a little bit more?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And later I made some experiments with even longer scales,
Yes.
which did not turn out so good. So
mhm.
it seems to the 665 seems to be a good scale.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's interesting. The happenstance of that.
Yeah, that adds a certain kind of twang
Yeah.
to the you recognize it
Yeah.
when you play. You don't feel actually some people fear the longer scale because there's more tension on the strings.
Yeah.
But you get used to it immediately, and
Yes.
you don't recognize it.
I've-
When people are not told that it's longer,
Exactly.
they just hear it that something is different, but they don't feel it.
Yeah, I've learned not to talk about it.
Yeah.
Only once they tell me.
But now we did.
Well, no, that's fine. But at first, I used to talk about some of the features of your guitar, and now I say some things about it, but I say play it. And once I see that they're really enjoying the guitar, I say, how's it feel? It feels great. Cool. Anything different about it? I don't know. It's clear. It's good. Cool. I say, yeah, it has a longer scale. Really? Yeah.
But it's not a bad.
But if you tell them first, they're like, I don't know if I can get used to this, and their brain starts tricking them from the beginning. They get, and so I learned we don't talk about this. Play it, find out that it really works, then you can find out why it sounds a little bit.
I do it the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've learned that.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's so was it chambered right at the beginning?
Yes.
Always.
Yeah.
From the first one.
From the first one.
Always. Well, from the first one was pearwood, because I know you experimented a bit later, but the first one was pearwood.
The first guitar I built when I started to run the business was made out of pearwood.
Yeah.
It was a kind of Telecaster.
Yeah.
With a bolt-on neck.
Mm-hmm.
But it was chambered.
Yeah.
And it had a laminated maple top on it.
Yeah.
And with F-holes.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, there was a very beautiful walnut burl top on it. It turned out quite nice. I would love to see that guitar again.
I think I remember you doing things like this, some burl on top. Yeah.
That was
Maybe
only
color.
but only 0.5 millimeter.
Yeah, it was stabilized by the maple underneath. Yeah. Great. And so the scale length is there, the chambering is there, the pearwood has arrived. When did you do the tremolo and then change out the steel block for, I think, was it Pau right away? Or
Yes. When I changed it, I took Pau Ferro because this was the hardest wood I had in my shop.
Yeah.
The first, when I started the 665, it had already tremolos. It was the Goto.
Starts with the tremolo.
It started with the tremolo, and also with a fixed bridge. The tremolo was a Goto.
Yeah.
VS 100, I guess.
Sure.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
Modern, a very modern tremolo, not a vintage thing that I use now.
Yeah.
And the fixed bridge was a Schaller 3D bridge. It was, okay. I used it.
Yeah.
And when I made my first experiments with the wooden block for the tremolo, that was in 2011. I used I was thinking about, okay, what can I do to make the guitar more unique? What can I do to improve the sound, maybe? So when you look at the guitar, okay, you can change wood here, you can change the neck here, fretboard, something. But I thought, why are there are always these huge steel things on the tremolo. When you look at a let's say a Telecaster, the strings go through wood, the body.
Yeah.
And then they turn, they angle, and then they go right away to the headstock. That's it. So why not have this on a tremolo? The sound of wood. I want to hear the sound of a wooden guitar, not of a steel guitar. Yeah. So, and then I made the first experiments with power ferrule, because I thought I need the hardest wood I can get. And this guitar still has this tremolo inside. It was always strings on.
Yeah.
Always under tension. Nothing happened with that tremolo. It works. It's as stable as a steel one. So, and later on I tried out other woods, just like the plum wood that I use also for the fretboards. And it's as stable too. It adds a little bit a warm note to the guitar, which suits quite good because it's more on the rough side. So it's for my taste, it was a good decision.
Cedar Creek Custom Case Shop is your premier fretted instrument custom case maker, and we invite you to create a musical instrument case unlike any other, one that's unique to you. Every Cedar Creek custom case is hand-built by highly skilled craftspeople using only select woods, Providence Forge hardware, and premium instrument-friendly materials. At Cedar Creek Custom Case Shop, we are dedicated to helping you design the case of your dreams. Find out more at cedarcreekcases.com. As a guitar builder and a player, you have a sense for when something's working right. That's why so many of the world's best trust D'Addario. Unmatched tone, perfect intonation, and strings made to the tightest tolerances in the industry. That reputation is no accident. It's the result of 400 years of being obsessed with quality and innovation. D'Addario. When you know, you know. Are you serious about the business of guitar? Then you need to join us on Patreon. We're building a future where guitar makers are able to live prosperous lives making instruments that inspire the musical experience, which helps to create a more beautiful world. Where others who are passionate about the guitar can thrive, those who help in the promotion and resale, trade shows, writing of books and articles are supported as a valuable part of the community. A community where we explore with curiosity and encourage those around us in their endeavors. With a community effort, we can accomplish far more than we can individually. So let's be serious about your guitar business and join us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Jamie Gale Music. We are better together, so let's do this together. I love where we've been, and I'm excited about where we're going. This space is normally reserved for brands who make stories like this possible, like D'Addario and the Cedar Creek Custom Case Shop. If your company belongs in this conversation, let's talk. We partner with brands who value craft, culture, and the quiet power of a well-placed idea.
And this didn't happen until 2011?
It was around 2011.
Interesting. In my mind, it's always been there.
No.
But I met you in 2002, maybe? 2003, the first time I played a 665.
Yeah, in Frankfurt, yes.
Yeah. And
they all had normal, they had Goto tremolos this time.
Yeah. I'm not, my first inclination is not to play the one with the tremolo, so maybe I was not really noticing so much, but so it was already 2000.
When I use fixed bridges, I use now a T-tune bridge, which is made here in Germany. It's made in Hamburg by Drazen Jasic, and that's the cool stuff.
Yeah. Yes, you've always went for the quality.
Yeah.
You know, often preferring the vintage-ish, but if the vintage was not made so well, you'll have the better made version of the vintage bridge, which is I think that's an important part of your guitars, frankly. And although I think I do remember maybe Wilkinson sort of tremolo maybe at some point in time and such also. And
Goto Wilkinson.
Goto Wilkinson.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, in the early days.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
That's the one.
They had the Wilkinson sign on it, but they were made by Goto.
Yeah, of course.
Ah,
Yeah. So that's great. And then when did Heusel enter the picture? Because I also associate you, because when I first came to the Music Messe, every guitar I liked had Heusel pickups in it. Like all the good guitar makers. Nick Huber had them, Ritter had them, Johanna Kangas had them, you had them, Pagelli had them. I was just like, who's this Heusel guy? I had never heard of him before, but yet it was clear that all the people who were making really great guitars were...
Harry built
using his
was a
pickups.
guitar maker too
Yeah.
before. He's I think about 10 years older. Oh no, let's say, I don't want to harm. Let's say 8 years.
He had more experience than you.
Yeah, he was already working as
Yeah.
as a guitar maker. He
Yes.
made around 4 guitars in a month during the 80s and the early 90s.
That's a lot.
Yes,
In a week.
when I started in the mid 90s, like Nick did, and like a few others.
Uli, yes. Yeah.
Oh, Uli was earlier. Jens,
So he considers his Teufel brand to be 1995, but there's a pre-work.
Yeah.
Yes, earlier. Yeah.
But it happened all around in the mid 90s.
Yes.
Yeah, Siggy Guitars here.
Ziggy Brun.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Siggy Brown, yes.
Yeah.
And a few others came up, and the guitar scenery in the Luthier scenery in Germany changed somehow.
Yeah.
Just from, like Harry did, he made Strats and Teles and acoustics and mandolins and everything.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah, and to a more specific thing, like like the like Nick Huber had or Juha had with his guitars. So more in the premium high class thing. So and Harry recognized this, and he decided that his abilities as a designer of guitars, let's say it this way, it's better to do something else than making guitars now when those guys come up now.
Yes.
So you can still make Strats
Yeah.
and Teles, but the hot shit happens somewhere else. It's yeah. And so Harry made already his own pickups for his guitars. His Strats had his own pickups, and he was producing his first humbuckers, I guess, in 1996 or so.
Okay.
Just when I started.
Just one, yeah.
I made the finishes for 6 Strats of Heusel guitars in my workshop, because he was already doing the preparings for his pickup making thing. And the first examples of his pickups he sent to me just to check them out and say something about it.
Yes.
And so the relationship started longer before. It's also it's again Uli who made the contact with me and Harry. It's always Uli.
Is it?
Yes, and so with Harry I have a deep friendship.
Yeah.
During all the years we made Frankfurt Messe, I don't know how often, 15 times.
I met you together, so I think of you together.
Some people think we are married, but we are not. So and we still enjoy doing shows together, because you imagine you work all the year in a workshop like this.
Yeah.
Let's say 40 square meters, this room.
Yes.
And Harry has a little bigger one and some employees, but to get out of this, we go to shows and we do it together. So we have us in the evening, Yeah.
It was always a happy place.
Yeah.
To come and visit Tausch and Heusel.
Yeah.
Harry with the coffee machine. You know, both of you with big smiles, happy to see you. It was always a fun place to be, and I think this is probably really key to the development of your business. And
but
two likable, happy guys.
To come back to the pickups, Harry did a really serious and good job. So beside the coffee and all the big smile and
of course, it was his pickups that found me first. As I said, I kept meeting what I thought were great guitars, and they all had the same pickup maker that I had never heard of.
And he offered us the opportunity to have our custom pickups too.
Yes,
So you has his pickups.
Yeah.
I don't know, Nick.
Yeah. Jens Ritter with the big wooden ones. Harry was making that, and everyone. Yeah.
And I have my Tausch Buckers, which are based on his on pickups that already existed.
But he would make the changes you wanted.
Yeah.
And make your brand and what you wanted. And And so there's you, there's Uli, there's Harry. Reinhold Bogner is also from here. This is an amplifier maker.
Yeah.
So here we have guitars, pickups, amplifier.
Peter Dietzel is also not so far away.
Dietzel's right here also.
Yeah, it's the one which is farthest away. But you have to drive 1.5 hours by car. So
well, we start to get a little further. But I mean, really, right in this very close center, there is you, Uli, and Reinhold, and Harry lives a little bit further away, but he's associated. And so, did you interact with Reinhold and the Bogner amplifiers coming up, or did you know each other, or was this somehow separate?
I never had to do with Reinhold with amps. It was Uli again.
Yeah.
They were friends or met them in Neu-Ulm.
Yeah.
In Ulm. And when I came into the scenery, Reinhold already had moved to LA. So he was not here anymore.
Yeah. He had the first international success.
Yes.
From here. Yeah.
And he went there to be at the place where it happens.
Yes.
Uli went to NAMM. I think his first NAMM was 95 or so.
Yeah, 95, 96. Right at the beginning. He did the Messe in 95 and then immediately did the next NAMM.
But Uli is also connected to the region here.
Yes.
So there was no ambitions from his side to move to LA. Never.
No. Yeah.
So just like me. So I go there for the show and I enjoy it very much.
Yeah.
And I'm happy when I'm back here.
So do you think there's something about your culture which allowed for this to happen? Or do you think it's just coincidence that there's these sort of 4 international world-class sort of businesses happening at the same time in the same sort of place?
Ain't that? I don't know if it's so. Is it so special?
Yeah.
For you, it is. Okay.
There are places, San Francisco, Montreal. There are some pockets of this, but you go up to Finland, and there's 2 or 3 guitar makers who operate on the world-class stage, but they're not connected to each other in the way that you are. We have this with Larrivee and Grit Laskin and Linda Manzer, Sigurd Young and such. We have this. We have the
In case of the Finns, they don't talk so much,
Yeah. Maybe. But, there are some small pockets. There's some very interesting acoustic thing that happens in the Stockholm area with Lars Rasmussen and Ted Ostrand and a few that came out of this one school.
Maybe it happens that one pushes the other.
Yeah.
So it's not a rival thing. It's more
no, it's comrades.
Yeah. You see such it's is cluster is a big word, but when you look at car builders,
Yes.
let's say in Italy, so
Yeah.
Lamborghini, Ferrari,
Yeah. Pagani. They're
so
right there. Yeah.
so and yeah, you know, when Lamborghini made his first car, he was there was a reason for it.
Yeah, because of Enzo. Enzo's arrogance of Ferrari telling him he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a rivalry.
Yeah.
But they also owned a tractor business and could make automobile-ish things already, you know. But the opportunity was there.
For me, it's from my point of view. Maybe you see it different. It's both.
Yeah.
It's both. It's the influence. Uli was the first here to do it, and some other just like me looked at it and said, "Oh, I could imagine this. I've done it before." Which had nothing to do with Uli. I had this apprenticeship with some violin maker in Augsburg,
starting at 13, making your own.
And then years before, so I already.
You knew you could make things, and you had the skills, everything it took to make a guitar, and to know if it was good, because you could play.
So yes,
So this is important. So So there are many guitar makers who don't really play guitar, and can make a great guitar.
Yeah.
But there are also guitar makers who are active, competent players who never make a guitar that doesn't really perform. You're one of them. You know, I can guarantee every time I pick up a Tausch instrument, it's going to play. And it's going to feel and sound right. So if it doesn't feel right, you change it. You do something different, you know? and Nick Hooper's the same way. I know that he'll take off a bridge and replace it with a brass one or an aluminum one if he plays the guitar and goes, you know, he'll switch it out a little bit. And that comes from the fact that, you know, Nick is an active player and you're still playing with your band every week and such. And there are some acoustic players like this also who, they're players and there is something to note about it. I'm not saying you have to be, but there is definitely an advantage when you are.
Yes. Yeah. I sometimes recognize it. Maybe you are more sensitive on when you play on what happens. Yeah. I cannot explain, but sometimes I make these changes too.
Yeah.
When I think, okay, this we should take the 53 instead the 56 V90 here because of
it needs a little more something
or
a little less something
or just another capacitor or resistor for the volume
to shape it.
Yeah.
And this is an important part when you are an artisan guitar maker working by yourself or in a small team, is that you know you decide when the guitar is finished. And sometimes when you play it and you understand that this piece of wood has a little less high-end sparkle response, and so I'm going to change this little moment, the pickup or the capacitor, as you say, or something, and I'm going to correct the imbalance. You know, I'll make up for it in the spot, and because it's part of a system. A guitar is a tensioned object with electronics, and so each part of the system affects the other part. And so it's possible to compensate. It's not a one material thing. And so you can make the changes, but you have to know to make the changes. And when it gets into higher and higher numbers, it becomes more and more complicated to have the right person saying this is there. You know, one of the things that's unique about Tom Anderson is that to this day, he has still played every guitar before it leaves the factory. There's a separate room there with some amplifiers, and this is where everything, when it's done, and Tom sits and plays the guitars, and nothing leaves without him playing it. He said 1 week he let someone else do it because he was on like a vacation somewhere, but that's really hard to do as you scale up. but there is no one else to play your guitar. There's no one else who's doing the quality control here at Tausch. It's you. And so you decide when it's done. And I think that's part of the success and part of why your guitars always play and always sound.
Maybe. Yeah. I sometimes I take them to the rehearsal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially the relic ones.
Yes, yes.
So yeah.
Authentic pickwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. No guitar stand tonight. Yeah.
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 And it's true. Sometimes it figures out, this guitar needs something.
Yeah.
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 But the good thing is when you have a model, or let's say I have 3 which are defined already.
Mm-hmm.
So the error quote increases.
Mm-hmm.
I always take this pearwood with a maple neck, and there's not so many differences. So I have the same quality level.
Right.
So I can choose between the woods. So if I want a little bit a lighter or more heavy one, so for my taste, it's something around 3 kilos to 3.7 kilos. That sounds good for my taste.
Yeah.
And in this range, I can make guitars. If somebody wants it lighter, okay. But for me, it does not make sense.
Yeah, it works. I got to tell you, every time I get one of your guitars, you're setting out on a boutique guitar showcase tour or something, take it out of the case. I take the paper out from underneath the strings that you put in. I pick it up and I whack an A major chord and go, fucking right.
The same here. every time I finish the guitar, wow, fucking good, yeah.
That's the one. Yeah, people are gonna love this.
Yeah.
And then we photograph it.
Yeah. And the rest is how does it feel? How does it feel in your left hand?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not only the chord; it's just
Yeah, you start feeling up the neck, and it feels.
That's a lot of what it's about.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank you for coming by, Jamie.
Thanks for hosting us here, and for allowing us into your workshop and into your life with your story here. It's I feel like my life is richer and better for knowing you, and thank you for making inspiring instruments and for just being a good guy.
Thank you, Jamie.
All right, Rainer.
You've been listening to Life with Strings Attached. If today's conversation meant something to you, consider passing it on. These stories find their place through the people who share them. A new episode comes out every Friday, right here, wherever you're listening. I'm Jamie Gale, and thanks for listening to Life with Strings Attached.